Well, hello everyone, welcome to yet another video from the Insurance Sales Boost channel. My name is Coach Yusuf. Today's topic is about how to generate more prospects for insurance products and services. It's a question that came from one of the sales agents, and they're wondering, sometimes they come to a standstill and they don't know where to look or where to find, the next customer. So I created this video for you. So this video is for you basically if you want more prospects and you don't know where to look to find more prospects to present your insurance product or services. You discover how to do that in this video. You discover what to do when you engage them, yes, and how to talk to them and work with them so that they can reach a point where they give you more business. You'll also understand the market cycles behind that and how to play them in your favor so that you are in position to close more sales when you work with those customers or potential customers. So let's understand first, who is a prospect? A prospect is someone who has a remote interest in buying your insurance product or service. They may not be wanting to buy right now, but in the near future they are looking at buying. Yes, and that someone has to be interested. They have to raise and show some bit of interest in your product or services. Other names that people use to mean prospect, because this is important, yes, you may hear names like lead, suspects, interested party, potential clients, or customers. When you hear those names, they're talking about prospects. So let's talk about the market. You need to choose a target market, and I've spoken about that several times. Why? Because you cannot serve everyone. But as you're picking a target market, before you talk to them, there are a couple of questions you need to ask yourselves before you approach them and pitch them your products and services. For instance, how you need to understand how that market works. Your target market may work in particular sectors earning particular incomes. You need to find them out. Yes, you need to know when they are paid. Are they paid mid-month, towards the end of the month, or early in the month in areas? That is very essential for you in your team, in your aim to find more prospects that you can close sales on. Yes, you need to understand the economical cycle. Yes, the timing is important. I've seen so many salesmen do this mistake. There are times when you're presenting a product I need right now or someone needs, but the thing is it's presented at the wrong time. For instance, when kids are going back to school, you cannot present an insurance product and people will buy it. People will think that is secondary. So you need to gauge and say, okay, at this moment, do my clients need my product right now, or do they have some other thing? You need to also find out who's already serving them and how do they serve them. It helps you create a leverage for you to know how they wish to be served, how they wish to be communicated to, and it's a very big aspect for you. So before you present to them, you also have to have advantages that they will gain as a result of using your product or service. Plus, most importantly, and this is where the rubber meets the road, you must have the pains, the disadvantages they will gain also as a result of not taking you up on your offer. So here's the truth that you're not told most oftenly. 97% of your ideal potential clients are not looking for your insurance product or service, and that is something you need to understand and get rid with. Only 3% are looking actively for your insurance product and services. And how does that work for you? Well, in a short minute, you're going to understand why. 3% of that market is actively looking for. So it leaves you with the 97% that are not currently actively looking for. But you need to understand a few specific. You discover that 67 of the 97% are looking for or may be interested in your product. So your aim and your goal as a salesperson is to position yourself so that the 67% that I'm going to talk to you about are ready to buy from you. Yes, so 7% are open. Yes, 7 plus 30 plus another 30, that's the 67%. Another 30 that is aware for the future, and another 30 that is unconscious. I'm going to explain to you how I came up with this math. Yes, by giving you an example in the third-party insurance sales. Yes, imagine if my third party is about to get finished tomorrow. I'll be open to anyone suggesting to me that they have third party. Yes, because I know tomorrow if it runs out, the police will catch me on the roads and I'll have to pay a fine, so I'm open. But there is another 30% that is aware for the future. Perhaps in a few months I'll be buying my new car. Yes, because I'll be buying my new car in a few months, couple of months time, I will need third party. Are you seeing how the other third is aware, but they're not actively looking for your third party policy? Yes. And then another 30% is unconscious. Perhaps after 2 years, that's when they'll buy their car. You see how you need these 67%? Yes, it's important. Then there's always the 30% that is a complete norm. These will never accept, because perhaps they've taken on another service provider, or they don't simply want your product. Most salespeople waste a lot of time with this. You just have to let go and let them go. Yes. So we know that the 67% of that market is available for you to sell your product to. Yes. So how do you engage them? You have to understand this. When you're engaging the 67%, you must bombard them with the different sources, so that wherever they go, they hear about you. I have experienced this. There are markets that I go to and I have to try out multiple methods of reaching out to them, of marketing, in order for me to reach the right people. It may be email, public speaking, referral business. It may be, doing posters and stickers and everything, so that market can be able to see me. As a salesman, this is important for you to know. Yes, find the different methods that your intended market wants to get, so that you can reach them. Yes, perfect. You have to meet 100 people. It's a goal, a golden goal. You meet 100 people a week. Yes, in order for you to make 10 customers a week. Yes, and you have to hold yourself accountable to that on a daily basis. Yes. How do you do that? How do you meet 100 people on a daily basis? Well, I'm glad you asked. You create platforms that provide you with leverage. So here's how to do it. You have to first of all position yourself to stay in touch with the 67% of the market that may not be actively right now looking for your product, but in the near future who will be interested in buying from you your insurance product. So how do you do that? Well, number one thing you can do is looking for platforms to do public speaking to your audience. Yes, here it establishes you as an expert, but it gives you leverage to speak to so many people and deliver just one message. You can find these people at industrial associations, social club meetings that meet consistently. People are always looking for people to speak to their associations and improve the lives of their people. So this is an opportunity for you to pitch your product and this benefit right there. Those that show interest, please get their cards. In a minute, I'm going to tell you why that's important. You can do joint ventures with different people. This can work for you. Yes, they can work for you. They can do the numbers, then you share the profits and you share the commission for them. If you do radio and TV shows, you reach so many people, but just give out one message. If you leave your contacts, this is best for you. You can also write educative articles in newspapers that are read by your market. This is very important for you if you want to build, or you want to meet the 100 people that will break through 10 customers every week. You can do newsletters. Personally, I do a newsletter. I send it out to my clientele every month. That means it keeps me in their memory all the time. So when they're thinking about who to provide them the service to, they think about me. Yes, you can do how to do guides in the areas of concern that they have asked. Now that gives you an opportunity to call them and say, hey, I have developed this how to do guide on how to claim your third party insurance in case of an accident. People will raise their hand and say, hey, give it to me. Yes, will give you an opportunity to talk to them. Yes, all this has to be channeled to making you the most trusted advisor in that field and the expert that they look at. Yes, and it will give you TOA, which is top of mind awareness. So when someone thinks about that product, that insurance policy or product or service, they will think about you first, because one, you've been available, yes, and you've constantly educated them. They will be giving you business. So that's how you create more prospects who will buy your insurance products. Thank you so much for your time. If you need more help on how to do that, please send me an email at coachyusuf1@gmail.com, all lowercase, and maybe we can discuss ways on how we can work together on this aspect. Thank you very much.